Welcome back. It's almost a quarter to 12. Time's flying today. Cars are not the only things getting smarter. So are houses.
I thought you were going to say you are.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Houses too. But here to tell us about the latest trends in smart home technology is Jennifer Yosowitz, co-owner of Audio One. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping by. So in terms of smart home technology choices, what's the big thing right now?
Well, the big thing right now is the fact that smart home is becoming accessible to everyone. You know, before smart home technology was really a luxury item. Now we're at the point where there's a lot of options for people, and especially that's really benefiting women, children. You know, it's not just for the tech geek who...
So not just a luxury high ticket.
No,
That's really
and
nice.
the whole point is that we're making it affordable and we're making it easy to use.
That's very important. Those are two really important things. All right, so how does the homeowner control things like lighting, music, air conditioning, sprinklers, security from touch panels? How's it work?
Well, typically there is a brain or there's a processor that's installed in the home. And depending on, again, if you are in a luxury home automation or a consumer, it changes how that works. Because people say, well, what's the difference between something that's an ultra luxury home automation and a smart home? And it has to do with how things are integrated. I mean, typically, you know, you have apps on your phone. And if you're just a normal person in a normal house, you might have an app that controls your lighting, you have an app that controls your alarm, you have an app for your shades, and every time you do that, you have to open up another app to control that. When you have an integrated system, if you hire a company like Audio One, then what we're doing is we're taking all of this and we're putting it under one area so that you can control everything from a central location. You know, and your house is then very stable. You're controlling your house, everything in your house from anywhere in the world.
Well, and that brings up a good point. You can control from anywhere in the world. And I know at the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, the big thing was, and it continues to be, voice command. I mean, that's huge.
Voice is the wave of the future. You know, I wouldn't say we're anywhere there yet. It's just in its infancy. It's kind of like where the internet was, you know, 20 years ago.
Wow.
I mean, there's no
and then
question.
It just exploded.
Exactly. We're just in its infancy. I mean, you can talk to Alexas, you can talk to all these things. I mean, half the time it understands you, sometimes it doesn't. And it doesn't really understand the conversation. So if you have to say open or turn the light on in the kitchen, it doesn't have these newer ones are understanding your conversations to where you can talk to it like you're talking to a human, right?
Yeah.
And that's coming in the future.
Why do moms specifically like, you know, the smart home technology?
Well, it's interesting because the men like the tech stuff, but it's the women and children who end up using it. And for women, the greatest benefit is actually peace of mind, security. For example, let's suppose you have children and you have a nanny or housekeeper. You want to see who's coming in and out of the house. Right. You want to keep an eye on the children. If you have a pool in the backyard, women are always worried about, you know, the children with the pool. There's ways where it sets alarms off. So if somebody gets too close to the pool or if the gate's open, there's signals. You know, you get notifications. Pets is another one. I mean, our pets are our children too, right?
Yeah.
If your pet gets lost, there's ways to track them. If the garage door is left open, you get a notification. So all of that really leads to peace of mind. You leave your lights on, you want to travel, you want to go out of town, and you want it to seem like somebody's home. Your lights can go on and off when you want, so you can make it seem that nobody's there. I mean, that somebody is there when, even when you're not there. And even like with the Ring doorbells now, where you can be at work and you can still answer your door and talk to the person. And
you are one of few women that own and that lead one of these audio tech companies. How did you even stumble into this field?
Good question, but our roots were in the music industry and music and sound, and so we were in the fabrication and the building of commercial recording studios. And recording studios and sound is what led a lot of these manufacturers to create the home theaters and the surround sound speakers. And when you're hearing about like having a surround sound system in your living room, all of those companies were originally manufacturers of recording equipment when you used to go to the movie theater and it would be in DTS. So they all started to transition to consumer-based products. And so it was a natural progression for us to go from studio to sound, to theaters, to home automation.
Unfortunately, we are out of time. Such an interesting topic, though. But trends in smart home technology. To learn more, we invite you to visit our website. Also, we will be putting some more information up shortly.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
All right.